Hello Blissful Crafters, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Tammy and this is Blissful Crafting with Tammy. Today's project, I'm going to be doing a tutorial showing you guys how to do a DIY photo shot box using Dollar Tree material. So if you're interested in this project, just stay tuned. Okay, so the materials that we're going to be using for this project are 4 foam boards. You need a ruler to measure. You need something to cut the board with. You need something to tape the board up with once you've finished cutting it. And you need tissue to go on the sides or butcher paper. Okay, now that we've gone over the material that we're going to be using, I'm going to show you how you cut your board. This is on a smaller scale, but whenever you purchase your foam board from the Dollar Tree, it's going to be 30 long and it's going to be 20 going across. So what you want to do is you want to go 10 inches up from the bottom of that 30, 10 inches up. You want to mark it, and then you want to cut that 10 inches from the bottom off. So you're going to be cutting 10 inches from the bottom off of your foam board. Be careful. Okay, so you've cut the 10 inches off from the bottom of your foam board, and with me, I'm going to be making a 20 by 20 photo box. So this is, let's just say this is a 20 by 20 foam board that I cut. So you're going to need 4 of these. Now that your foam boards are cut, which you should have 4, you're going to need 1 for the bottom piece, 1 for the top piece, and 2 for the side pieces. Okay, so now that you have your boards cut out, you should have 4. You should have 4 boards. You want a bottom board, 2 side boards, and a top board. Once you have all of those cut out, then you're going to do your measurements so that you can cut the center out of your board. So you can go in 3 inches all the way around your board and then draw the lines to connect so that you'll know where to cut. So this is what it should look like if you go 3 inches all the way around. So once you do that, you want to take your blade and you want to cut all of the centers out of your boards. And please be careful. Just get it as straight as you can get it. I don't know about you, but even when I use a ruler, I'm still off with my measurements. So just do it the best that you can. So I'm going to take the center out. And this is what it should look like. You're going to do that for all 4. No, you're going to do that for 3 of your boards. So you can also use your template from the first cut to do the rest of the cuts. Just measure 3 in all the way around just to make sure that it's in the center or that you have the right measurements. And cut it. So now I have all three cut out. So now we're going to start putting it together. Before you begin to tape everything together, make sure everything is lined up at the bottom. Line it up as best as you can, going all the way across the bottom. So once you have everything lined up, then you're going to begin to tape it. And I would suggest that you use either a white tape. This is a white duct tape. Either use a white duct tape or a white painter's tape, or a clear shipping tape. But the painter's tape will be better because you can rearrange it if you get off with the taping it down. But those are the type of tapes that you can use for something like this. So we're going to go ahead and start to tape it down. So we're going to start putting our shot box together now. What I would suggest is start off by cutting little strips and just get it anchored first. So I'm going to put little strips in the center of all of these pieces just to anchor it down so that it doesn't move whenever I'm trying to place the rest of it together. Again, I would suggest that you use some type of light color tape, and please be careful. Okay, so now I have all of that so that it won't move when I get ready to tape the rest of it down. I'm just going to lay my tape down in the center and just smooth it on all the way down till I get it all the way taped. And we're going to do that for each one. Use my scissors, cut that. We're going to do this for each panel. So now we have them all taped down. Smooth your tape down. Now that you have it all taped down, this is what it should look like. This is what it should look like. So we're going to make a box. First, we're going to take a little piece of our tape and we're going to fold our box so that it looks like this. Put a little piece of tape in the center. The loose part, put a little piece of tape in the center just to hold it in place, because we're going to have to tape all of the edges down. So this is what it looks like. So I told you we needed 1, 2, 3, 4 boards, but actually we're going to need a 5th board because we're going to have to close the back of it up. We need a backer. And what you can do for your back part of your box is just use a piece of the excess material that you had left over to close the back up. So to make the back of my box, I'm going to take a couple of the 10-inch pieces that I cut off the 30 by 20 original boards, and I'm going to make my back with it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out, and then I'm going to tape it to the box. Yours might not look like this because I'm making a smaller version of the original box. So now I have my back cut out. I'm going to go ahead and attach it to the box. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it in place for now, just to get it in place. And then I'm going to go back around with my tape, my duct tape. I just want to hold it so that it doesn't move whenever I'm putting my duct tape on. Okay, now we're going to start taping the top of the box down, or the back of the box down. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put the tape down on the top and then just smooth it in place. Put the tape down, smooth it in place. Okay, now we have a complete box made. So you have the top and the 2 sides and the open front that you put the object in. So now the next part, we're going to go ahead and put the tissue on the top. The last thing that we need to do is put the tissue on the open areas of our box. So I cut out my tissue just to fit over the box like this. So you cut it out to fit whatever size box that you have. So now we're going to start taping the tissue to the box. Nothing fancy. We just want to cover up the opening. Is that long enough? Let's see. Turn it this way. You're going to do this on all of your edges. Actually, if you wanted to, you can go around all the way around the edge with your tape. But this is just for time constraints. I'm showing you that what it's going to look like once the paper is on the openings. So I'm going to do this and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the finished box. I have both sides taped up. I'm leaving the opening on the top. I might go back and put a piece of paper on there later, but right now I'm going to leave that open and see if the pictures turn out better with more light coming in on the top versus having a piece of paper on the top. But this is what it looks like. Now, my original box that I posted on the Facebook group was 20 by 20 by 20 by 20, but this is 10 by 10 by 10, a smaller version of it. I decided to do a smaller box so it'd be easier to put together, to show you guys the steps as to how to put it together. So this is what it looks like. So you guys, this is what my setup looks like. I have 3 lamps that I purchased from Goodwill, and I have LED lights that are 100 watt, non-dimmable. But I think I need to get the ones that are not soft light. This is soft light, so it's not really giving the shine that I think it should have. So again, this is the end of the project, and I would like to give a shout out to Tips and Tales. This is where I found my inspiration for the box, for the shot box, and I'm going to leave a link in the description box that you can also visit her page and see what else she has to offer. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. You guys have a nice day.